Hey, and welcome back to Everything Reselling on Glam and Budget channel. I'm your host, Glam. Wanted to talk about today AI. Ooh, such a scary word, right? AI. Everybody either loves AI and they're all about it, or they're freaking out thinking it's Terminator come to life. So let's break it down and actually talk about this AI because it's truly one of the next upcoming things and it's here to stay. So you gotta get on board, guys. Sorry, hate to tell you, but you do. And you know what? It is not like Siri. Truthfully, it is nothing like Siri. If you guys have used Siri, then you know Siri she kind of sucks. She's all up in your business and can't answer your questions at all. And you want to strangle her 90% of the time. Well, with AI, that's not the case. There's a couple different AI models out there. I have specifically only tried Gemini and I have tried ChatGPT. I am a ChatGPT girl until something else comes along that is better than ChatGPT. So as of right now, I'm team ChatGPT. Gemini is a little bit bulkier and it doesn't feel like you can do as much. There's a lot of limitations. Even if you're paying for the monthly subscription or you try it out for free, which they do have a free, you can try it out for a month. And to me, it's just bulky. It doesn't seem to work as well. It's not as clean interface. And there's a lot of limitations even when you're paying for or using the free version of it that you get to try out. And that's the main reason why I don't like Gemini. Now, when it comes to ChatGPT, and the reason why I'm ChatGPT is because even the free version, you get a lot more than you do with like Gemini, right? So Gemini's version, they have the free version that you get to use all the time, which really has no perks to it whatsoever. It's very clunky. It doesn't seem to want to answer your questions. It's very I don't know. I don't like it. And then when you pay for the version, you would think that you would get all kinds of uploads of videos, which you don't. You do get to do some really cool videos with it, but you only get to do 3 a day. So it's kind of like, which in all actuality, 3 a day isn't bad, but when you're creating or trying to create a channel or anything, 3 videos a day, that's maybe a video you can upload, and they're only 5-second videos. So it's basically a short. You can't even put together a long form video because you don't have enough. So 5 seconds, that's 15 seconds total. That's a short video. That's not a long video. So, and you can't really change the format either. So it's a widescreen format for like a large, so it's not the 9.16 for, the short version. It's the actual big version. So again, that's why, a lot of the reasons why I don't like Gemini. Now, when it comes to ChatGPT and you're doing the paid version, even the free version you can upload, I believe it's like 3 pictures for free, and then you have to take a break, and then you can upload more, and then you can also kind of do Zora, which is their version of the Imager and videos. And they actually have it set up different, so you can even go up to 10 seconds on them. There's no sound with the Sora that I've been able to figure out. There are pictures that you can make with it too, like I said. So you get a lot more stuff when you use the Gemini the ChatGPT than you do over Gemini. Gemini, you don't get as much. You're limited, where Chat doesn't really limit you all that much. If you happen to hit the max load of pictures, you can only not load any more pictures for about an hour. And I think it's more just because of the capability that you've kind of maxed it out. And it's not used to having that many images generated in one time frame. So it kind of says, oh, you can't do any more images for another hour. You can't upload anymore. And I've had that happen to me a couple of times. That's not that big of a deal. You just wait, you do some other stuff, you come back to it, and you can do it. Because you can still use it, you just can't upload any pictures. So you go work on something else that you need to work on, like answer emails or or schedule out your content, or schedule out your sales, or whatever you want to do that isn't you actually uploading an image. So with chat, you can upload your images, you can upload videos, you can have it break down anything you want. It literally, the sky's the limits. That's the reason why AI is amazing. It is like you have a assistant with you at all times. You can ask it any question. You can ask it to schedule out your day. You can ask it to write emails. The only problem with any AI that you start out with is you're going to have to build that AI to know you. So think of it this way. This is the best case scenario that I can give you in real action life. You have just hired somebody and you need to train them, right? To do exactly what you want them to do in the way you want it done that's happy. That is what you have to do with the bots. You literally have to train them, the AIs, to do exactly what you want them to do. So think about it as a training process. It could take 2 weeks to a month, okay? Just like when you have an actual person, it might take a month to train the person. You may still end up months later wanting to tweak something. Once they're programmed, though, it's super easy to make the little tweaks. What I mean by programming them is, if you're using them in your reselling business specifically, right, here's what you can do with a AI model just in the reselling world, okay? I'm not talking about anything outside of the reselling world, just the reselling world. You can literally have it write your descriptions, right? So you want to write a description, a title, and a description. You want it SEO, search engine optimized perfectly for your site, right? Well, it's got to know what site you sell on. So you got to teach it that you want X amount of words and writing for Poshmark, for Depop, for Mercari, for eBay, for Grilled, for, I already said whatnot, Facebook Marketplace. And you got to tell it, hey, I sell on these platforms. This is how many characters eBay can have in their title. This is how many characters Poshmark can have. This is how many in Mercari. This is how many for Grilled. Please make sure to write me a title that describes that many characteristics. And I'm just giving you examples. The way you set up your bot is going to be different than any other reseller sets up their bot. And here's why. Because every reseller is different. If I gave you a generic type in this response to it and this is how you train it, it's not going to be genuine to you. It's going to be genuine to every single person that does it. And I'm not saying that if you and I and 10 other people type in the same thing, we're going to get the same results. We're not. You're going to get a different result. It might be a word in there somewhere different, but you want it to be unique to you more so than anybody else. So if you are very professional and you want to make sure that it's packed full of trending words, then yours is going to be different, because you're going to say, when you make me my SEO title and description, make sure it's packed with trending keywords and descriptions. Like, that would be how you do it, right? Or if you want a certain sentence because you constantly bundle and save 2 or more items, so you want that generated in there every single time. Or check out my closet for other smoking deals. These are just things I'm coming off the top of my head that you can have in there that you want it to say every single time. If you want it to write a book, you have to program it to write you that book and how much information you want. Now, everybody's, like I said, is going to be set up different. You can change it and tweak it so it literally is set up for the way you want your descriptions to be. And then after you've done it, if you don't like that one, you can tweak it again. You can constantly tweak it as long as you have the basic of, okay, I sell on Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, whatnot, and eBay. Make me a description. You can play with it from there on out. Here's the other cool thing about ChatGPT. Because it generates pictures, you can literally upload your item. Let's say you have a pair of Nike shorts, right? black Nike shorts. You take a picture of that front black Nike short, you upload that, and you take a picture of the style tag, right? So you've got the size, because obviously it needs to know the brand and the size if you want that in there. You don't have to put it in there, but if you want that in your description and in your title, you got to give it that information. So you take a picture of your tag, and you take a picture of the front of your shorts. Now you have it write your description. And then after that, you can literally, it'll ask you, unless you have it programmed to automatically do it, it's going to ask you, do you want this in a stock photo? Most of the time it does ask you that. Or maybe it's just mine because I have mine programmed to do that. But you can ask it to make you a model photo of an AI model wearing those shorts. So it's going to take your picture and put it on a model. So that way you have an AI model. You can have any background you want. You can have it be a white background if you want. You can have it be say a wall background. You can have them at a fair. You can have them in a gym. You can have it do whatever you want it to do. So it's unique to your store. Because guess what? I could say gym, you could say gym, and we could get two totally different gym scenarios for those Nike shorts. I could say soccer field, you could say soccer field. You could say football, I could say football. It doesn't matter, because it's going to come out differently every single time. It's going to be a different model wearing the different shorts. And here's the even cooler part about this. You guys ready for this one? If you feed it a shirt and then you feed it a pair of shorts next, that shirt is going to be the shirt usually that they put on with those shorts. So now you have a picture of the shorts and a shirt with that model, and that person could be like, I really like this shirt. Hey, where can I get that shirt? Do you have that shirt in stock? You could be like, yeah, that shirt's here. And you can literally have them create bundles, because now your listings have multiple pieces of the picture of that item and maybe other items in your shop that you can sell as a bundle deal. Right? Pretty amazing, right? Guess what? I'm about to tell you a step further you can go. With Sora, you can now then take that stock photo image and make it a video. Boom, all in one place, right? Now you can also have it rate your emails. You can have it plan out your day. This is all the stuff you can have your AI bot do. And I'm saying you because you can have it do whatever you want it to do. If you are running anything else, like let's say you're wanting to grow your social media, you can ask it, how can I grow my social media? It's going to tell you. It's going to give you all the ideas and all the information that you need based on what you have put into your bot, what you have fed it. So if you feed it what you are and you start talking to your bot like it is an employee, it's going to come back with the results you want. The only difference is you're going to train this employee to be the way that you want the employee to be. So the attitude, the conversations, the talking, everything is going to be based on how you create it. So basically you can create a mini you if you want. Like a mini me. Evil. Like Austin Powers mini me, right? So you can make your own mini me version if you want to. It's all up to you how you want to design your AI. Don't be scared because they can definitely help you. They can even help you when you're outsourcing if you train it correctly. Because now it knows what sites you're on. You can literally send it a picture of an item while you're outsourcing. Ask it, how fast should this sell? What would my average price range be? Should I pick this up or not? And it'll tell you, hey, nice pick. And it'll actually talk to you and say, yeah, that's a great item pickup. You can sell this in this amount of time, and you should price it in between this and this. And oh, you should cross-list it. Make sure you cross-list it to Depop and Mercari and Poshmark, because those are the platforms it's going to sell best on. Not so much eBay, or not so much Mercari might sell great on Poshmark and eBay and Depop. It's going to tell you. If you built it correctly, it's going to work the way you want it to work, which, come on, why not have an employee that is cheaper an hour than if you go hire an actual person to help you? That way you can then get another person eventually, right? So now you've hired a bot to help you, and then eventually you can get another person, and all that you have to do then is have them use the bot. So now you have two people using the same bot, and you're going to get 3 times the work done, if not more. Just a thought, you guys. So remember, Keep on flipping on, and I'll talk to you next time.